Picture this. You're 46 years old, and your mom, having been diagnosed with dementia, has moved into a long term care home. Before the move, you were her primary source of support. You brushed her hair, you took her to appointments, but now your job has changed. Or has it? Well, your mom still needs you to brush her hair, to drive her to appointments, and to hold her hand when she isn't feeling well. Now that you're living apart, these tasks have become even more complicated, and without seeing your mom every day, you worry constantly about her well being. You found yourself in the role of a family caregiver to a long term care resident, a role millions of Canadians find themselves in each year. Now, you don't mind taking care of your mom. However, you've got other roles to fill. You've got a full time career and kids at home. You feel guilty when you aren't with your mom, guilty when you aren't with your kids, guilty when you leave work early, and guilty when you take a moment for yourself. You, like so many other family caregivers, feel anxious, depressed, and burdened. You've been so focused on meeting everyone else's needs that you've pushed your own needs aside. And for a long time, research on mental health services have done the same. That's where the current study comes in. I recognize that family caregivers of long term care residents have been overlooked in the research and that the supports often recommended to them, such as support groups or counselors, are not often realistic or accessible. With the help of the Shirk Doctoral Fellowship, I'm working to address this gap by testing a more accessible form of support. I've identified that a single session, self guided online acceptance and commitment therapy intervention, the ACT Guide Lite, could help family caregivers cope with difficult feelings while staying focused on what matters most to them. The session includes simple exercises and reflections that help guide caregivers to accept challenging situations, stay present, and take action in line with their values, helping them respond differently to stress rather than trying to eliminate it. This study will explore whether the ACT Guide Lite can reduce feelings of depression, anxiety, and burden by comparing caregiver outcomes with those who receive general information on managing caregiver stress. If effective, the ACT Guide Lite could become a widely accessible source of support. As Canadians continue to age, millions of us will find ourselves giving or receiving care. To care for those who are older can be meaningful and rewarding, but also deeply demanding and stressful. With the right support, family caregivers do not have to choose between caring for others and caring for themselves. Acceptance and commitment therapy offers these caregivers a way to experience both the challenges and the joys of caregiving while staying engaged with all that life has to offer.